We are watching Timbaland damage, if not destroy, his entire legacy. A legacy that few producers who have ever lived on planet Earth can actually make a claim to. All for the love and dedication to artificial intelligence companies. And it's weird. I feel like something else must be going on. And what I really can't wrap my head around is how blatant the lies and the gaslighting from Timbaland and his people have become lately. A lot of artists, a lot of producers felt disrespected by the announcement that he was starting an AI label. And so as a result of his fans, of his colleagues, of his supporters feeling disrespected, it's been established that the AI company Timbaland works for is training on copyrighted music that is most likely of varying degrees of being mixed. It's been proven that Suno is infringing on producer copyrights in a very blatant way. For example, that Cash Money AP tag, I've made a whole video about the tag situation in Suno, and it's actually so well known that on Suno's wiki, there's even a whole page dedicated to how to handle producer tags in Suno AI. I remember when the US Court of Appeals announced that fully AI generated works were not protected by copyright. No Labels Necessary posted a news story about that, and Timbaland was the top comment. He said, "I've been telling you, it's called collaboration." So he was always trying to characterize generative AI, clicking a button, having a song come out, as collaboration. Collaboration with whom? The millions of people who had their music stolen to feed the AI's training models?
Yo, if you're a producer struggling to get sales or you're tired of posting beats and getting no traction, listen up real quick. We put together an 51-page ebook that breaks down how producers are going viral and making sales using simple strategies on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. No fluff, just what actually works. It comes with 17,000 emails from rappers that we sell beats to. These rappers are searching for beats every month. If you're serious about selling more beats to rappers, hit the link in the description and grab your copy.
And a half later, I do a humongous deal with a brand new
Still won't
artist
fight me, man.
on the DSP.
But you understand you want
For what, man? For what, John? For what, man? Why you want to choose violence?
I'm speaking to the people that are in the chat.
Hold on, let's let John speak. Welcome to the chat, baby.
What's up? Hey, respect to everybody here.
Hey, John, I respect you, bro. I respect. Hey, look, the reason I brought you here
because your post is crazy.
No. He didn't.
I mean it.
We got it. All right, we're gonna stand on it in this chat.
I mean everything about it, bro. I'm not double backing on it. Respect to your legacy, I would say. What I view this as right now is a betrayal to artists everywhere, bro. What you're doing is you're backdooring us. You got into a position of power, and instead of choosing to unionize and fight against this AI, which I'm not stupid. I use ChatGPT to script out screenplays, things like that. I use ChatGPT on a daily to think of content ideas, to do the menial task, the meaningless task that a robot should do. I'm a spiritual person, and I believe that artists all are tapped into a divine entity, right? When you go and you start creating and you allow some fucking robot to come in and finish your song, you're cutting yourself off from the divine. And let me not even get that deep with it. What I think you're doing is you're doing something that's in a sense demonic, bro. And I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but it feels demonic. You're choosing to go against us all and put this robot, instead of signing an artist, instead of having someone who has a voice that you could put on and put on your platform, all these on the live, all this cool we're doing, you choose to go in this direction.
John, did you just hear what I just did over there? I do that, John.
Hey, John.
And then you going by headlines, and I ain't do nothing. I ain't show you nothing. No, you going by headline. I ain't say nothing. That's why we up here. John, you saw a picture. Correct? You ain't hear no music. You ain't hear me play nothing. You ain't hear me. You don't even know what I'm building. You just went off because you thinking I'm doing something with AI and you just upset. But you never asked me. You never asked me. Think about it, John. You know you're wrong. You never had a conversation with me. You just went off of a title. Everybody did.
Who posted it though? Who posted it?
Yeah, a guy, interviews, they're going to make it look like something. We already knew this. We knew, but the conversation was to get this conversation of talking about AI. We're talking about something that people are not having a conversation about, and it's going to leave us left behind if we don't figure out a solution.
AI artists might seem cool at first, but they're bad for music in the long run. They don't feel anything, no pain, no joy, no real life experience. Music is supposed to come from emotion, from stories, from struggle, and AI just mimics that without actually living it. When you hear a human artist pour their heart into a track, you can feel it. AI can copy the style, but it can't create something truly original or soulful. It also takes opportunities away from real musicians. Labels and companies might start using AI because it's cheaper and faster, but that just means fewer chances for real artists trying to make it. Plus, it makes the industry even more fake than it already is. We already have people faking streams and followers, now we got fake people making fake music. At some point, you have to ask, are we supporting art, or just feeding the machine? AI can be a tool, but when it replaces artists, the soul of music gets lost.